Hi, salam alaikum, namaste, hotep, shalom alaikum, peace. This is Tracy Lene Muhammad, and I wanted a few minutes of your valuable and precious time to share with you some of the words I saw on a shirt a black man was wearing in the store. The shirt says, "Prove them wrong." And I disagree with that 100%. I am not here to prove anybody wrong about me. I am here to show how right I am and how much of a rightness I have to be here. I don't have to prove anybody wrong about my existence. I deserve to exist. That's why I'm here. My ancestors paved the way. Their shoulders I stand on. This very continent called North America was built by the people who look a lot like me. Melanated people built this country. For some of you, this may just be, oh my God, they always ranting. Why don't they just get off of their lazy asses, prove us wrong? I ain't got to prove you wrong at all. I'm going to live authentically, empowered, and do so much while I'm in this body, proving myself right. But I do not have to prove anybody wrong. With that, I'm not saying that he don't feel that he should have to. He might feel like that. I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way. I feel I'm already right, and I'm on time, and I'm purposed, and my existence is justifiable. The other day, I made a grave mistake. I let the emotion behind thinking a little girl was raped to cloud my judgment in the brutal, almost murder of a man, a black man, who's paralyzed probably for the rest of his life. I'm a girl who believes in the karmic pattern of things, and I almost allowed the pain of knowing that some child was raped by her father, or so I thought, and I was wrong, and I did use the word if. And on that, then somebody came on and decided to call me names, and it truly didn't bother me, honestly. I'm not making that up, like on my children's lives. It didn't bother me. He called me, he said I was a traitor, I was an Oreo, a white man's lover. No, he didn't call me a white man's lover. He said something to that effect. Basically, I'm a wannabe Oreo Negro, a traitor, all that kind of stuff. I'm on the side of the white person, I might as well be blonde, all that stuff. And truly, it did not bother me. So I just commented back with your mama, because that's my standard comment when I just want to be petty. And then I almost didn't take the post down because I refused to make him think he won. And a very good friend of mine said, this is not about him, this is about truth, and you're not a petty person. Well, she's a little bit wrong. I can be petty, but I knew that that wasn't the time to be petty. And I said what I needed to say, had wonderful people come to my defense, and I took the post down. But I allowed emotion to cloud the reality that him being shot in the back like that wasn't justifiable. And my oldest son and my husband said to me, if he had been raping somebody at that moment and they shot him in the back 7 times, that's justifiable. But if he raped somebody 5 years ago and they did this today, the two do not connect. That's not karma. It's just wrong. And at first I didn't agree with them, but as they're black men and I'm not, I started to listen, and I got it. What they're saying is, even though karma is real, the black man being shot down by the police as much as they've been shot down is not about karma. It's about evil in high places. It's about the fact that we built this country, but they never wanted to include us in it. I am a person for separation, and as wild as that concept seems to some people, I believe that it's the only way out. I understand how people can think that can't happen because we're so intertwined and integrated. But I'm hoping that we come together at least and build communities where we can be safe. You don't want us here, we don't want to be here. This time around, though, because we had our Black Wall Streets and you fucking burned it down, shot us and all that stuff. That won't happen this time. The ancestral blood that runs through us makes us that much more powerful. I love my ancestors, and I'm never one to say, we ain't our ancestors, you're not gonna punk us, because they weren't punked. They were doing all they knew to do with what they had. Well, we have more and we have them. It ain't gonna end pretty. I would gladly give my life knowing that another life of an evil person was coming with me than for me to surrender and let you take my life and you still here. Well, I wanted to share that shirt about saying prove them wrong. I'm not here to prove anybody wrong. I'm here to live an authentically, spiritually magical life. And in that, I'm proving everything right about what my ancestors and my great and the gods and everybody that brought me here knew already about me, that I'm a powerful force to be reckoned with, as are you, as are you. Let's get this stuff together. Let's start to pool our resources. Let's shop with one another. Let's vote out Trump, not for the reason that we think Biden is the savior, but it's like, get Trump out of the way so we can now deal with a little bit more effectively how we can rid white supremacy if we're going to stay here. So if we're going to stay here, then we need to vote Trump out, because it's I do believe that anybody in that office is not going to make the changes, but it's like this. If you're on a boat and the boat is steadily rocking, and you're trying to make a meal, but the boat won't be still, then you won't eat. But if we can just get the boat to be still long enough to prepare that food, then we can do what we need to do. And that's why I believe that voting is necessary this time, just to get the lesser of two evils in, so that we can then get ourselves together. Because if you haven't noticed anything, no, police brutality did not start with Trump and it's not going to end with Trump. But if you've noticed that the crimes against the melanated people from racist people, because Trump is in office, has escalated. So we just need to just get it to the point where they don't feel as comfortable doing it because they don't like those liberal Democrats. And then we can do what we need to do. I love you so much. I love that you've taken 7 minutes of your time to listen to me. I don't take that lightly, because as we know, life is truly precious and can be gone in an instant. And resting in power, he's not resting, he's working. Chadwick Boseman is working in power. He gave us a beautiful model of what we could have. Wakanda forever can be real. We can make our own Wakanda. And I pray that his mother and father and his wife and those that loved him, if he had siblings, are being comforted now by the faith tradition of whatever it is they believe in this tremendous loss. And all people who've lost people, maybe they're not famous, so I don't know, that is a big loss as well. I thank you so much for your time. Assalamu alaikum, namaste, hotep, shalom alaikum, peace out to Brooklyn and everywhere else.